Now, I'm going to basically come right out and say that the Band 2 basically is, it works very well with the companion app. I'm actually pretty impressed with the features that that the band actually has. But I'll start you off first with the home screen. The home screen is where you see the time, and if you look at the top right of the home screen, you have an indication there for when you do have reminders set. So it tells you I have a reminder set right now. On the bottom there, so should I say to the right of the time, you see the converse there and the steps. It basically counts your step. And if I push this button down here, I can cycle through different notifications here. This gives me the date again, and that gives me distance again, and that gives me calories burnt again, and that gives me elevation again, and next is heart rate, and then back to steps. Now, if I want to see what my connectivity and how much battery life I have left, I simply just slide to the right, and it shows you I am connected, active heart rate monitoring, and gives you what exactly my battery life is right now. If I want to go through and look at each of the individual apps here, I'll scroll to the right, and the first thing I have is actually my weather, which tells me what temperature it is outside. It tells you what the temperature is now. It tells you what it's going to be for the rest of the day. It tells you what it's going to be tomorrow, and I think it goes for about 5 days or so. Okay, and that's about it, right? So it gives you when it was last updated. I'm going to go back right here by hitting that part of the screen. This is my notifications for my text messages. This is my phone call notifications. I have my calendar app there, my running app. Basically, what this does is it basically monitors your run. Now, you see this flashing button here pointing down, or should I say this flashing icon here pointing down. If I hit the button there, it basically should start a run. So start a run, hit that button. It tells you searching for GPS. Okay, if I don't want to wait for the GPS, I can easily click that button again, and it goes ahead and it starts to run. Now, if I want to stop the run, I hit the button, end session, and that's about it. Or I hit resume session if I want to continue to run. Now, I'll just give you a few of the stats that you see here. It tells you what your distance was, what your distance per mile, so about what your minute per mile was, your elevation, gives you calories burnt, heart rate, peak heart rate, as well as average heart rates, and that's about what it would give you for your run. If you want to see more, you can actually go to the app and click on the running here. So, I'm currently offline, so it's what it's telling us, that I'm currently offline. Well, let's switch back. Okay, go back and click on here. So, okay, it gives you, because I had the GPS on during my last run, it gives me the distance of my last run. It gives me basically, it plots my GPS course, the course I took out, start to finish. Gives me my time. So this is all the different. All right, this is all the different, basically, stats that you get when you're, when you're on the companion app on the phone. So I'm going to turn this off again, clear that out. All right, now let's keep going. Now, you've seen the Run app, so we'll go next. You can actually monitor your cycling, and this is where you can monitor your exercises. So if you want to track your exercises, you click on that, the dumbbells, and you hit exercise, and you can basically just slide through different exercises. Now, right now you have weightlifting, elliptical, rowing, stair climbing, yoga, and exercise. And if you want something, just tap on it and it highlights, and it basically selects it. You can scroll to the right, gives you your last exercise and how much time you exercised, and things of that nature. Basically, calories burnt, peak heart rate, average heart rate, similar to what you find in the running app. Now, these are the reminders. You can only set one reminder alarm at a time. You have the timer, you have the stopwatch, and that's about it for watch functionalities. Now, if you go over to the sleep app, You can also set an alarm on the sleep app. It would be a lot more convenient if you had both alarms in the same place, and the sleep app was meant simply just to track your sleep. Now, it also gives you a smart alarm if you can turn it on. Basically, what it would do with a smart alarm is it will decide when's, based on the time you want to get up, it decides what is the optimal time to wake you up in that time frame so that you wake up feeling more refreshed. I'm not too sure if it works as advertised because I don't really feel a difference from when I have the smart, the active alarm on or the smart alarm on or off. I always wake up around the same time, so it's pretty decent, I'd say. Last time I calculated or I monitored my sleep was on the 16th. It would tell you that the amount of time you slept, the amount of time overall. So I slept for 3 hours and 45 minutes with actually 2 hours and 29 minutes of actual sleep. It gave me about 76% efficiency. I woke up 4 times and I burnt about 353 calories. So that's the kind of stats you get from the sleep tracking. Now, you also have this indicator here, which isn't really necessarily for text messages. What it is basically for any of your other messaging apps. You can assign it using the companion app on the phone to basically indicate that you want to see these messages on the notification pane, and it would basically pop up those notifications. So right now this is tied to my Hangouts. The text messages you saw initially over here, that's actually tied to the native app. Now, not default, but rather the native, meaning that it is tied to the Samsung messaging app and will not give you your Hangout messages or your WhatsApp messages. It will only give you SMSs and texts that come through that hit that Samsung native messaging application. Now you have your email app. I have a news app associated from the Associated Press. This is the new announcement pane, so your new features over here from the last update. This app was added over the last update. It gives you your music controls, tells you about your active reminder, tells you about your smart alarm, and tells you what's new in the overall device. I can remove this tile. I'm going to say no because I want to keep it there in case of future updates. I have the Associated Press application there for news, and I'll show you what it looks like. It opens up and you can slide through on the news of the day. Now, on just headlines, really. Or I have the sports app here, and I'm tracking the Patriots, and hasn't updated recently, but that's about it. Now, scroll all the way to the right, and then you have settings here. The settings basically gives you settings on if you want the alarm, if you want to turn on your Do Not Disturb. This is your watch mode, if you want to rotate on. The band location, if you're on the left or the right, or if you want it 24 hours. Also, auto set time, yep. Okay. Here you have your active reminder. Next we have airplane mode, Bluetooth on off, and also further settings. So hit settings, you have your brightness settings, your haptic alerts levels. So basically your vibration, your language, reading speed. So when you click on the button and it's cycling through the messages, how fast does it cycle through? Basically, you have the keyboard, and that will give you the tutorial on the keyboard. Keep the daily heart rate on, and that's about it. Now, this is all the features you have on there. But for the new features that were announced recently, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to see. I'm going to open this up. Let's see if I can get some music playing here. All right. Okay. Oh, wrong app. But I'm going to go through and let's see some Samsung music. So most played. All right, hit play. So that's a Samsung tune, right? Now I'm going to double click on here. That should bring up the music control. And while that's playing, I can pause it. I can play. I can skip. I can pause that, play. Go back. All right, now if I want to increase the volume, all I do is I slide to the right or to the left. And if I want to reduce the volume, I slide to the right. So let's do that again. Okay, everyone, this has been Sam from BooredAtwork.com. This is a Microsoft Band 2, and as always, enjoy your entertainment.